What up, YouTube? It's your boy Clipper the Clipper. I'm back with another vid. About to take a nice little dig. You know? Okay, so for starters on this page, um, it's just like all the other pages. I include content, different varieties of content from different categories, of which is titled and headline on our social media topics with everybody throughout the whole nation. I'm gonna cover the abundancy, like the entirety of the puzzle, because it's parts being said and it's parts being taken out. So for all you people that become giddy of somebody being left out or cut out and insensitive to the person's feelings or the family of that person or whatever, I'm just gonna put the pieces together of the puzzle just so I can show you, right, how legitimate I am and how all you subconscious creatures that keep leeching and aliquating off of me, right, you fell into a booby trap, and that word is associated to my father's name. You hear the bell, you hear the buzz of the beat. It's a sensory, it's Clipper shit. It's natural. So if you are like, if you're hip or if you up the game on the whole UFO orb situation, History Channel, and all types of other stuff, right? You would see that there's a reporter. I don't know his name, but he's an older gentleman. Okay, he looks like the Penguin. You remember the Penguin from Batman, Danny DeVito? He looks like Danny DeVito, but he's probably like 6'2" or something. I don't know his name. Real intelligent guy. He's a white guy with blue eyes. He's not one of the black guys that talk about this stuff. He was one of the white guys that just recently raised out and said, if they said, this is his exact words, I quote it, well, I can't quote it word for word, but the interpretation, he predicted it. And if you look now, months later, or a year later, they're saying it. He said it a long time ago. And this is what he said. The person, the white guy, the tall Danny DeVito, Penguin guy, him, on the History Channel, when he had his one-on-one interview. Because, before I tell you what he said, when those people go to those federal people that's up on them stands, and they gotta talk and present the evidence to those federal people that's up on them stands, they have to be, real sharp and fast on everything, on every question that's asked to them on the panel and everything, right? So what those people on the panel do is they make fun of the reporters, the journalists, the bloggers, whatever you want to call them, the reporters. Such as the guy in the History Channel, such as the other black guys that report stuff, and the other white guys that report stuff. All of those famous Bill Nye, the science guy kind of people that we've seen that cover UFOs, they get laughed at by the panel that's registered under the federal government that's asking the questions, the sanctioning body, because they deeply know what all of this is about, what these comments, these aliens, these spacecrafts, they know what it's about, so they laugh, right? They laugh at the journalists, and the journalists recently took that shit personal. So he said what he said is he took some information and he spilled it, and now you can tell why everybody such as Bob Lazar and other people, they start spilling information, because they getting laughed at doing their job when it's time to talk to these people on these panels. So they start talking and dropping info, right? And some of them die, some of them get killed. What's the other fat guy that got blackballed? Alex, what's his name? Alex Jones? Yeah, I think his name is Alex Jones. People like him, they get blackballed and stuff. Bad things happen. So the guy dropped it. He said, "Listen, the United States government is going to say to us that there's a huge mothership on its way to planet Earth." He said, "And it's a lie. I don't believe it no more." He's like, "Do you want me to tell you the truth on camera or off camera?" That was his exact words. So the reporter got scared. The interviewer got scared interviewing because the guy usually interviews other people for information. So he's interviewing the interviewer, and they know the loopholes in talking, and that's why they could break time on camera and release some vital information that they're not supposed to release. So he said that the United States government is about to lie and said a comet, an alien, or a spacecraft is about to come, and it's the size of a city, or something is about to come hit the United States, or it's about to come talk to us, not hit us, basically, but come talk to us, and they're supposed to try to persuade human beings to live a different way. Okay. Now, if you look at the opposite side of this, of the laugh and the smile, right, and these people that's on the panel, like the lizards, the vampires, the tall white aliens, that's telling us what to do, know where they came from, and now they're listening to our quote unquote experts on what is going on. And deep down inside, the people in the panel, such as myself, I could be on the panel, I know exactly what I'm seeing. Now, I'm not as advanced as the people that's in the government that then came from super planet K12 76G4, and all we know is about Neptune, Pluto, and the fucking moon. Excuse my language. Now, I could do content without cursing, but since this is free content, I'm just gonna let my nuts hang. The other side of the situation of a UFO or whatever coming to crash on the United States turf and soil is equivalent to a nuclear bomb being designated from Russia, because them niggas is aliens from the United States because they not from here. That's what immigration is, right? So that's the trickery in language. That's the descriptive detail. That's what I do. That's a part of journalism, and that's a part of education, in which you could talk or you could put a picture in your head from descriptive detail. Metaphors and similes and stuff like that, right? So you forgot I was an after-school teacher. That's what I'm saying. Y'all forgot I was an after-school teacher. So instead of this comet or this asteroid, because if you could name a typhoon or a hurricane after a black girl, or a black girl named in the hood, such as Katrina. We don't see too many people named Katrina, but a black girl. We can name an interstellar object. Interstellar means coming from outer space. A name that we want to name, because the interstellar object is going to scare the shit out of us anyway and put us in our place. And that shit is going to be gangster enough to hold the name, that whatever name we name it, is going, especially if it's real and it's about to flame us. I'm just saying, if it was an asteroid, not a guaranteed nuclear bomb that's gonna fuck us up. Just if we was lucky before it was all over, we seen a flavor asteroid or a comet or something, or a mothership, and they named it Moses or Jesus Christ or something. You see where I'm coming from? So as this is going on in regular life and circulation, the matching of maybe an alien or maybe a orb or maybe a mothership, the matching of that to human behavior, the matching of that comes for many reasons. It arrives for many reasons. One of them is how humans act, why they act that way, and how certain humans are rewarded for certain things that they do when other people do the same exact thing and they just don't get the same reward, and it's frustrating. So is a UFO, comet, alien, or spacecraft responsible for how we feel when things weird, bizarre, and auspicious occur? I'm just saying, it's human behavior. How can I not match it from interstellar to interdimensional? Now, the reason why I make this switch to God, government of departments, the other side of God, not just the magic side of God, but the human side of God that came in the flesh. Some people believe that God, you call him God, right? That he came in the flesh of Jesus Christ. Certain people believe, whether you think Yahweh, Jehovah, or Brahma is God or Shiva is God, that's what you're saying. You're saying that he came in a physical embodiment, right? You're opening up people's eyes in a different way because there's such thing as births and babies. You open people's eyes in a different way, and you're saying that this almighty figure, whether it's a creator, preserver, or a destroyer, he came into a physical flesh. And he was mistreated. That's what you said. And his physical flesh used to pray to the UFOs. Known fact, the art painted it and all of that. You can't lie. No matter how much, no matter what you do, white people, no matter what you do, you're caught. No matter how much sanctioning and clipping you do, you're caught. Jesus Christ was known to pray to UFOs. Right? That's what you told. I didn't see it. I didn't see Lord King Shiva. I didn't see Lord King Vishnu. I didn't see Lord King Brahma either. I didn't see it. You taught it to me. Now, when I see this shit in the sky flying, and you got these magical people showing it off in these Verdes, chapters, Locust, Saurus, you got all of these different pages of different type of battles and wars. Battles and wars. And you show this, and then you're making us match stuff, like coloring and stuff, and we getting smarter. What do you think is going to happen? Certain people is going to take one side and play the magic side, and certain people is going to take the Vice Lord side, or whatever you want to call it. You know, the gray gang that gets away with it. The Vishnu. You know how I said Vishnu is a community, and then if you look at Islam, because it's not Hindu, that they have a sect that it doesn't name itself Vishnu, but it for some reason everybody that's in this denomination or sect, they get kingship like Vishnu. This is in Arabic and everything. This is what American Indians, all of us that was born here, no matter what year, this is what we can't control. You're pinpointing something to a fucking look. You came from somewhere else, and you have this laugh that you want to get off at a look, or you have this way or this crave you want to get off at a look. That's what you're not understanding. Okay? If I'm calling a nuclear bomb Vishnu or Brahma, I could write a new fucking chapter in the New World Order, can't I? You would expect it to be called Shiva because of all of the bad shit we did and do and get away with and fucked up shit that we learned. You want to say what's bad and we don't know what's the difference between bad and evil? It's something that it makes me want to get up and punch you in your fucking face. If you don't know, if you think that's good, then live your life. But try to live away from me because I think about other things, such as girls and pussy, sex, content creating, suing you and getting money, throwing a jab instead of a hook at the right time when I'm shadow boxing, stuff like that. Boom, New World Order, America fucked up. They called this shit Vishnu. Preserved. We over here to sleep. They got another nuclear bomb that could wake us up. Ha ha ha. What if it was a joke? You see what I'm saying? This shit means nothing to nobody. These niggas that's calling the shots that we listen to, they human just like us. The people we pay our rent to, human just like us. What's really going to happen? Whose side y'all niggas really going to take? Is it safer and more polite to turn us off with a Vishnu or Brahma nuclear bomb in the territories of Trump, since he wants to make it personal on a tariff and he has a lot of properties over here? If they don't get the nigga now, they get the next president. You get what I'm saying? They don't get the President Trump now. He escaped. He did his 2 terms. Well rested. Congratulations. You made history. You're going to go in the books. Next president comes. Don't know what to do. He arrives. He doesn't know what to do from now on. If he changes something, something can happen. It's so obvious. You want to know why it's obvious? It's obvious because it's obvious like how you people are obvious. Your community is obvious to me. That's all that matters to my life. That's all I could portray and tell you. I can't really do anything else. If there's somebody just like me, they can relate to me. Maybe the person that, you know, who y'all want to be better than me, DDG, maybe he could relate to me. You see what I'm saying? More or less relating to y'all. And you could find some type of kinship or or you be satisfied, right, with that agreement, because that's probably what you wanted. Because we're not you and you're not us. You see what I'm saying? About the cutting shit, holding, and now you're placing stuff. Or you picking up shit and eating it like your fucking community does. I mean, you eat pain. Do you vampire dogs? You eat pain. What else the fuck do you do? I'm just saying. So, okay. I'm going to just tell you. That's what that shit is about. So, all of a sudden, just Russia, he just loped out on Ukraine, just loped out on these niggas. Then he was sending shots for the last 5 years at anybody else, throwing Russia gang signs up at anybody else that intervened, and he was just confident and swift enough to just come to Trump and say, we on your ass now. Now listen, if America was that fucking gangster, ain't nobody gonna talk to them like that after committing all that murder. They just not. Who? After wasting all of that and spending all that bread and losing all them soldiers, I'm talking about Russia. How you just switch? This nigga just turned to us. You feel me? He just made an example out of these niggas. And you know, Ukraine is not just predominantly Christian. It's like 99.9% Christian. And if you know anything about Russia, it's a lot of Islam there. I don't know if you know that. Okay? I'm just saying, I don't know. If you do, you do. If you don't, I just open your eyes. So homie was just swift. Boom. Here you go, Trump. Tagged in, nigga. We're going to send submarines at you. You see, now they got us looking down, right? They got us looking down at the root. But the crown is the pink. It's not the hair. You feel me? That's the crown. That's why the sky, you notice the water don't turn pink. The sky do, though. And nuclear bombs is green. Just saying. There's something called a downdraft. A downdraft. Listen to me. Not only there's a backdraft that you never open the door when there's a fire in the room, that's a backdraft. There's something that they keep hidden from us creatures called human beings that they give you a little bit of knowledge about when you're younger, when your brain is like a sponge and you're just trying to pass to go home to go to sleep because you're tired. They teach us a lot of fun stuff. So I'm going to re-teach you, right? It's something called the backdraft, downdraft. Right. It's a downdraft, but it's a backdraft. And the reason why, it comes from electricity. And the shit is green. Remember, I told you, if there's electricity in the color green, if you see a plasma green bubble or anything, and electricity goes into it, the bubble could turn blue. However, the negative effect, that's a positive effect when it becomes blue. When the electricity enters and it turns blue, that's a positive effect. However, when it's a green bubble, the negative effect, the green bubble turns a darker, deeper, better green and is deadly. And if it touches you, you die 100%. So if a person is walking down the street in a tropical storm and a lightning strike and it's either white or blue and it strikes you, you could live. Now, if you think about the God conscious mind and the blue is over the green, it means nothing. It just shows you how strong a human being could be. Because if that same human being touches a green down effect, a downdraft, electrical pop, it's a wrap for his ass. He's never waking up, and green is under blue, and it's 2 shades of blue. So now the scary thing about this green is that this shit can just pop up out of nowhere, like fog. And that's why these white people run this industrial, the whole industrial revolution in the agricultural thing. They did all of that to stop the natural effects of planet Earth. That's why they mess with the water. That's why they put clouds in the sky. That's why they use synthetic material. That's why they made concrete. Electric strikes, they come from underground also. You just don't get struck from above. You get struck from the Satan underneath. And this shit is so long that it extends to the sky up above. That's how strong, swift, fast, and soundless that shit is. But you notice the colors. It's similar to an interval when you're wind sprinting to get a blue chakra. I think that's obvious. But to get a green chakra, you have to die in the water. Instead of dying on your feet, you're dying interdimensional. Underwater. You're not going to ever in your life, trust me. I don't care how big y'all niggas is. I laugh at y'all if you think you're going to get a green chakra by lifting compounds, taking steroids, or doing push-ups. It just doesn't happen like that. You have to get another oxygen in your body. And just so happen, electricity and oxygen is like this. They like this, and they don't want you to know that. Obviously, if electricity is in a body, and you need oxygen to live, right? You see what I'm saying? You see how one supports the other? Okay, so the government could be grimy, right? And they can start that green electric effect. I'm being dead ass serious. That shit could come from toxic. That shit could come from the top of a mountain and anything and everything. That's why they putting the clouds out there. There's something called a thundercloud. A thundercloud, yeah, it makes thunder. It looks like a top hat UFO. But you need that vibration to what? To stop the little green monster. Now you could go on YouTube, right? And they took a lot of the green electricity out, but they left some up so it can scare the shit out you, and you could think about something else instead of what you're thinking about. And I'm being dead serious. If you just go look it up, you can find it. It's real scary. It could just happen. You know how a volcano could happen? It's just like that. It's a part of planet Earth. And it's green. It's green and it's black. It's loud. If you see it on TV, listen, if you see it on TV on mute, If the TV's not playing, your heart is still going to jump. I'm dead ass serious. So, what is this green electricity? Can men sponsor and can men recreate this green electricity? Yes, they can. And they made it in the form of nuclear explosions. So there's the fucking comet, or the mothership, or the green alien that's gonna make contact. It takes me to talk if I got your attention to show you while we're focused on our kids, while we're focused on everything else on work, they know this is the perfect time to start some grimy, sneaky, shady shit. And when they hit you, they have your attention and they know how to control you. You're looking for safety. You're looking for an answer. You keep falling for it. You didn't rebel yet. See what I'm saying? I give you a prime example right now. Canada. The Canadians live different than the United States of Americans. Why? Because Canadians run. They actually run miles. Yes, they do. You see how I do wind sprints and I run? You know how boxers and athletes run? Their average kids, instead of smoking weed and riding the scooters, they smoke weed and run. See, but they developed a bad behavior. And that's why it's prohibited in the United States of America based on the word giddy and giddiness. And I was around a celebrity who touched me as a kid who had that benefit. People didn't know Max Kellerman was a fast-ass white boy when he was a little kid. But was this fast-ass white boy slashing people in the face and running and you couldn't catch him? And that's why when he went to go suck a black dick, a black man cut him in his fucking lip. Tune in for more. I was one of the little kids that you trusted because I didn't say shit because I seen every motherfucking thing. What, I'm going to sit up there and talk about everything I fucking seen? As soon as I seen it, I had a headache and fucking died again and dropped out. And caught a new color chakra called sleep. The color sleep forever, permanently. As much shit was happening, it was like a fucking circuit. An amusement park. Too much things going on. I guess I was rooted and red enough and too tired from being in the sun every day, all day, every day, with a monstrous cousin who just wants me to die because he doesn't want to take me anywhere. I either got to fight or flight and die. Which one? I'm being real. Preppy y'all motherfuckers. From a person that has kids and the baby mothers are friends and they're bitches, and I got set up by a fucking school for my genetic DNA and how I look for that shit to happen. And them niggas still ain't starting nothing on that. They started all types of other pedophile shit, but I didn't match the criteria. But let's talk about the cat's patch. Ain't gonna start that. For that to happen, right? I'ma laugh. Because that's what I already told you niggas. I gave you the heads up. I said I'm going to beat you up because I'm going to save you from something else. The shit that I'm saving you from is the shit that I went through. And that's the transparency of having a chakra, nigga. What part don't you understand? I'm saving, so I'm going to beat you up. Instead of beating you to death, I'm going to save you from something else. Magic. If you see somebody die and wake the fuck up, that's as godly as it could be. I got people staring me in the face as I'm on my knees, dead. I'm dead as a 7-year-old kid. I don't give a fuck what you say. I died, right? Looking at the sun. My eyes is looking at the sun, and the shit turned navy blue. I'll say it again. And when I woke up because I was a fucking virgin. That's why. Yeah. I wanted some pussy. Dead ass serious. And I woke up mad. Dead ass serious. And that's why I was out there fighting, because they made it seem like if you don't fight or if you back down from anybody, you ain't gonna never get no pussy. So I stood on my root, which was the dick between my legs, and I never in my life, not one time, even to this fucking day, back down from a fight. There isn't one person alive or dead or existing that ever caught me out and I never fought them. Isn't one. Okay? So understand that shit. Before you want to hold a grudge against your parents or your family, and you want that, know that there's a living entity, me, live in the flesh. For every motherfucker that wants that, I want to put each and every piece of pain on everybody, and I want you to have it. Yeah, as a fucking reward, I want you to have that shit, because I want you to feel every fucking thing I ever felt in my life. Dead ass serious. Dead ass. Even if it's good, intelligence, smarts, how you pick up on shit. The intellect and consciousness that they talk about. Like how I'm about to tell you that they're about to freak this shit off. How I'm telling you that they didn't knock this fucking building behind me down because Russia owns the brick. This shit live in the flesh. There's nothing I can say. There's nothing I can do. But tell you the truth. If I lie, I'll be taken away from myself. How about that one? You can take my word for it. If I lie about anything, I will be disqualifying and subtracting from myself. I'm dead ass serious. I just had to stay quiet my whole life, and I knew that shit until it was time to talk. But you subconscious creatures, I hated my whole life. I swear I did. I just can't. I can't tolerate it. I have no fucking patience or tolerance at all. Can't. I had to tolerate so much in college. I paid to get harassed. I paid to get molested. I paid to get jumped. I paid to get shot at. I paid to get fucking dwelled and teached on. I paid to get set up. I paid to see the people play a part in getting King Von, my little cousin, killed. I paid a part in seeing Gervonta Tank Davis becoming a fucking famous boxer, and I'm known in Virginia for fighting out of college. I paid for it. I paid for the shit. I paid to know that YNW Bortland is our fucking cousin, and I never want to talk about it. I paid for it. It's shit like that that'll make me want to punch Kai Cenat in the face. Forget the whole King Von shit, blood or discipleship. How about Bortland? How are you? You ain't know that shit, huh? I should scare the shit out you and just ride out for Cortland, right? Play his name now. Since you niggas like the name game, right? Now play Cortland. Now, you see that? Do you see Sosa Geek? Another one. Sosa Geek. Another one. In my face with Max Kellerman. I'm not saying Bortland was or Cortland was. I'm just saying, look how many famous cousins I have to go for. Look what I went through. This is root, and this is what they talking about. They seen me in my life, and they talked about me, and they brought me up to other people. That's my point. That's my fucking argument. Okay? That's my argument. When I'm out here as a little kid, hearing the same crazy voices that your Lord and Savior Max Kellerman was listening to, and I had to stand on business while he laughed, right? Now in the present day, it becomes your fate. All I had to do was get older and learn the words. All the little kids I done stomped out and walked dry and beat up. All the older people I done punched in the face, all I had to do was wait until they sit in the seat, and I was going to punch you in your fucking face. Dead ass serious. Jamel Frost, if that's your real name, you know I was, cousin or not, you know I was going to punch you in your face. I'm just saying. It was just a prime example. Before the scar, you see the picture over here? You see the picture? That's before the scar. I was bugged out. Bugged out. Off the hinges. Bugged out. As soon as the adults leave, I might kill your kids. Because I always had to watch them and I didn't fucking want to watch them. I had an erection. I had an abnormal, yes, I have an abnormal joint down there. Yes, I'm dead ass serious. I wanted a girl. I could never get a girl, so I was gonna beat the shit out your kids. And guess what? I was gonna use a little magic to make them act big and bad first, so I could be justified because I knew the law. I found out the law after it was too fucking late. Deadass, and I'm still the same way. Ain't changing for nothing. For most of my life, I had waves. I had a short haircut. I didn't have long dreads. See, y'all niggas thought I had my dreads my whole life because I sat on my dreads. I only had them shits for 8 years, and I don't miss them shits. I'd rather have a sharp-ass lineup like I have, and if hair's there, then hair's there. Whatever. I just proved my point. I'm the same fucking way. Period, point blank. It's y'all niggas that change. Cabbage Patch babies, incubator babies, it's y'all niggas. Y'all the same way. Y'all the white man's creation. Yes. And I mean light skin. Take it offensive. You see what color I am now. You're not gonna call me light skin. Okay? Period. This is what I do. I show colorists and racism, and I don't care. I don't give a fuck. That's what I show. I show colorism like a motherfucker. I don't care. I stand on that shit. And if you want to fight me, we can fight right now. That's what I stand on. I stand on that shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Because the girls my color that's not related to me, all y'all want to do is smash them. That's all y'all want to do. That's all y'all want to do. And abuse them afterwards. That's all y'all want to do. Dead ass serious. Own it with y'all niggas. So these green orbs, yeah, nigga. Facts. They is laying America down. I'm being dead ass serious. I'm not talking about this shit gonna happen tonight, tomorrow night, next month, or nothing like that. That's what they prepping. Light years away. What the fuck is a light year? I don't need to know what a fucking light year is. Tell us how long that shit is gonna take when they get here, nigga. It's gonna take 6 years, 4 months, 7 minutes. Fuck is a light year? Now I gotta open up a book, count a light year to a regular human year, and my cat is 9, but he's 75 in cat years. Got me panicking and shit. No. Let me point this shit out to y'all niggas, man. A lot of y'all got cut out and held out, and y'all niggas is not parents, and that's a problem. Because you know why? That shit is nothing to play with, right? Parenthood is nothing to play with. As you can see, if you do, don't, or maybe if you do or don't. You see how sensitive this subject is. Little kids don't know what they want to be when they grow up. They know when they find out parenthood is a full-time job, they'll take it on. They want to prove to everybody that they can take care of a baby, from a baby to an adult. Dead ass serious. Everybody wants to prove that. I don't care how it sounds. If you feel some type of way, fight me. I'm dead ass serious. I'm ducking nothing. If it's for the greater good, you want to be cool, whatever, stand on it. I'm not ducking nothing. That's just what it is. If you don't like me, fight me. If you like me but you don't like something I said, fight me. That's just what it is. Most sensitive shit right now is parenthood. So as a person that's rooted and I can't have my kids, I'm going to lay all y'all niggas down. Fuck y'all. I'm going to snitch on the government. Here it is. Listen, let me tell you something. They have a military in space right now. They have a space corp right now. They have an infinity ward right now with different type of plasma energy weapons and everything. They shooting vibrations at you, not bullets. Bullets is not going in you no more. They shooting fucking waves like this. It looked like the sonic boom or a Hadouken. Dead ass. All it's going to do is explode your heart, nigga. Forget a flesh wound, it's just gonna boom, explode your heart. That's it. They got alignments, they got drills, they got they got certain people up. Yo, I'm dead ass serious. Stop believing you can't leave that way up there. Stop believing that shit. All it is high electricity. That's all it is. So you gotta wear something different. That's all. I'm dead ass serious. Heat rises. Think about this shit. So if it gets too hot and you die, like in the chakra, you turn solid cold. Think about that. That's why I said y'all gotta understand what y'all doing. Piece this shit together. Stop asking somebody for every little fucking fact and detail. Go find out something your fucking self or put this shit together. Once you do that, you start to become just as smart as the elites. Stop giving them, room to operate on you by asking them questions. Some of that shit is obvious. I'm being dead serious. They laying us down. This white man done said that shit months ago. He said that shit months ago. I'm dead ass. He was about to rage quit. Dead ass serious. He said, do you want me to tell you on camera or off camera? I can't take it no more. He said, nah, go ahead. You can tell us on camera, You already texted me. You gave me 2 texts. He said, yeah, I texted you twice. And that's what he said. I'm being dead ass serious. And here it is. The coincidence. What you mean? Submarine? Russia, you gonna send a submarine? What, you gonna send that shit to the Hudson River? The fuck? They got you looking down. Duh. That shit is fucking easy. You niggas been on a red route. You been on a route. You been looking down, pussies. Y'all niggas been looking down. He's just gonna hit you from above. The green is up there too. Submarine? Look how the fucking submarine looks. Okay. So y'all catch up on stuff a little slower. I understand. You feel me? Word. I mean, I understand. G-O-D. G-O-D. You notice them Indians be saying something different. They don't really like G-O-D. Government of Departments. Government of Departments. Dollar bill, y'all. Facts. This is dumb funny. This is funny. It's not hot no more. It's not hot. No, it's not. That shit just dropped 47 degrees. I was outside in 100-degree weather. That's why I'm this color. Playing basketball by myself. Going hard, too. I was trying to get hot because it's been cold. Nigga, it's 59. It was about to be 40 degrees. Dead of August. The beginning of August. It's over. End the simulation. It's a wrap. Dead ass. We probably gonna have 1 week and a half in August, where a couple of days it's gonna be a little spry. Last 2 weeks, going in September into that quote unquote Indian summer that boils over into October. It's a wrap. You ain't gonna see no humidity, hot flavor beach days. It got so cold so fast that it started raining. And the rain started complaining. I'm dead ass serious. I watched it. I was in the rain and it felt like the rain was complaining. Like, why the fuck am I here? Like, I'm serious. But to keep you tuned in, So I guess, during that change, yeah, so I'm going to just correlate it. During that change, if you go outside and you do experience weather changes, go outside at like 6:50 to 7:05, yeah, to 7:57. You might see orbs come out and they chill, right? They chill for a little bit of time, and then when it gets like 8:16, probably like to 9:20, 23. I'm just thinking about the times that I got on my phone that I caught them to 9:23. They leave and they come back. So if you got like an area with a mountain or water or a train track or something like that, or like forests or plains, yeah, plain, like, you know what I'm saying, like the nice plains and field, something might pop up because it replenishes the earth. The earth is thirsty because it's dehydrated and degenerates, so them drinks like feed the earth a little bit. Besides putting us in our place for mistreating the earth and whatever buildings and shit like that. But yeah, I'm gonna say about what is it, August 2nd? I'm gonna say August 14th. I mean, you might want to play the day before, August 14th to about October. What was it? Like October, like late October, not necessarily a Halloween, but late October. Yeah, you could catch some from them times. So start at 6 o'clock. You see what time it is? Start at 6, and then you gotta go to those certain places or whatever. If you don't see nothing, go look for the crazy colored clouds. If you're in New York, you're gonna see the green cloud. I mean, you're gonna see the red cloud. From New York to like Virginia, you see the red clouds. Yeah, so that's Pennsylvania. That's all the way down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're gonna see it's like an aura cloud. It's flavor, but that starts them orbs and all of that. So you may want to keep track of it and stuff like that. They don't come right then and there. That's what I'm saying. It's not instant magic. If you see the reason why I'm telling you about the red cloud, stay and look at the red cloud, right? And then if the stars is out, I'm dead serious. If the stars is out, you're gonna see the stars start moving. I'm dead ass serious. That's what's dope. That's what's dope. When that red or not an aurora cloud, that's the blue, yellow, green, and all of that. Not that. No. You that's cold. That's a different type of cold. That's a different type of cold hot. I'm talking about the red shit that strikes from here. You know what I'm saying? All the way down to Virginia. If y'all don't notice it. Yeah. Pay attention to the stars. The stars come out and they come lower, and some of them move. They move diagonal. That's how you know it's a circuit. That's how you know it's like there's an invisible piece of a thread or an invisible piece of like knit and thread, right? Throughout the whole entire world, even through us. And we're just on the line. That's how it is. I'm dead ass serious. That's how it is. That's why I be asking for a barrier so I can punch certain people in the face, because I can't get through the thread is over there. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? And the knit is too tight. Like I can't get over there. I need to get over there. Feel me? That's how that shit is. That's why them orbs move like that. They on a line. There's like a conveyor belt. Yeah, there you go. A conveyor belt. Yeah, that's how them joints is. Facts. I I can only show you. So, you know what I'm saying? The water too. Watch out for the water. The water get the white orbs. They come to the head. They come out like this, but they don't fly up all the time. Sometimes you just go back under. So it's quick. You think you just see like crystal in the water. You think it's just like, how it's crystal water, right? Crystal. It's really like an orb. It's really an orb. It don't go all the way up out the water though. It just comes like to the head of the water. You do see it's sparkling shit, and then it either go away or it go down. Most of the time it just like disintegrate. But sometimes them joints sink back down. Word. But That's what's about to happen in a little while. If y'all want to get the heads up, that's just from New York though. I can't call you all. This is Westchester County or whatever. The 914. That our shit is about to come back. I waited mad long for it, and I want to see him. So our shit might come back. But yeah, let's see what color they are. The other ones is the color of the white people. I'm hoping to see a different color. I'm dead ass serious.